Have you ever noticed that most of the time, we rely on grand gestures thinking they'll win someone over, when in reality, the subtlest details make all the difference? That's right, a well-placed touch can be more powerful than any elaborate gift or declaration. Imagine sparking someone's attention and desire with simple movements that nobody else notices: a touch on the neck, a kiss on the forehead, a deep gaze that speaks louder than 1,000 words. It may seem counterintuitive, but it's precisely the attention to small gestures that creates unforgettable memories and strengthens emotional connection. And the best part, you can apply all of this tonight and notice surprising changes in how she responds to you. Want to discover exactly how to turn every touch into moments of deep intimacy and genuine connection? The neck is a silent, almost secret territory that reacts like a delicate switch. When someone touches it slowly, it's like a warm breeze awakening a sleeping flower, eliciting a genuine sigh of pleasure. I remember a regular night while cooking dinner. A simple touch on my wife's neck transformed the atmosphere, as if the routine had dissolved into pure intimacy. It's fascinating how something so small can create such a deep, almost magical connection. This kind of subtle attention shows that noticing details completely changes the couple's experience. It's not just about physical touch, but also timing and gentleness. A light gesture on the neck works like a whisper saying, "I'm here, paying attention to you." This skill is learned by observing her reactions, gently testing until you hit the right spot. Imagine cooking in the kitchen while simultaneously creating a surprise moment that melts away any tension from the day. The intimacy that emerges is almost cinematic, worthy of those movies everyone pretends not to cry at. What's most fascinating is that this neck touch can be the start of a silent dance of affection, where each reaction guides the next move. It invites full attention and presence, making every sigh like a musical note in the melody of the encounter. It's a reminder that simple gestures, when done with care, have a profound impact. So, before any other step, focusing here is like lighting a soft glow that prepares the way for the rest of the journey. And speaking of the journey, there are other areas that deserve equally delicate attention. The lower back is like a bridge between the body and the soul, and touching it is more than physical, it's emotional. A firm yet gentle hand provides support, as if holding a delicate bridge during a storm, conveying security and care. I remember one evening, after a long day at work, lightly rubbing her lower back melted away all her built-up stress. It's remarkable how the body responds to the right touch, showing that attention and presence speak louder than words. Small gestures like this build trust and intimacy, almost invisibly. Learning to explore the lower back requires perception. Every movement should be like a silent conversation. A gentle, rhythmic touch, alternating firmness and softness, transforms tension into relaxation, turning simple contact into a pathway to well-being. At this moment, observing her reaction is essential to adjust the intensity and create unforgettable experiences. Touching the lower back is like sharing a secret between the body and mind, almost poetic. The most interesting thing is that, although discreet, this gesture can open space for a broader connection. Each session of care on the lower back prepares the ground for other touch points to gain meaning, turning the encounter into a complete experience. It's a reminder that attention to physical details is also emotional attention, creating moments that remain in memory. And just like the lower back, there are other strategic points that can intensify this experience. The inner wrist is like a calm river, hidden and sensitive, that responds delicately to each touch. When someone learns to glide their fingers gently over it, they discover that a simple gesture can create deep intimacy, almost as if sharing a secret. I remember once, during a casual handshake, the touch became a memorable moment, and she still mentions it with a smile today. It's fascinating how small details on the body can generate such vivid and special memories. This touch teaches that attention and care make all the difference. Exploring the inner wrist requires patience and perception. The wrong intensity can break the magic. That's why you must start lightly, almost as if passing your fingertips over polished glass, observing her reaction. The beauty of this touch lies in its subtlety, in its power to create connection without a single word. It's a way of communicating presence, attention, and care, turning something simple into a memorable gesture. The lesson here is that often, less is more, and the right touch on the wrist speaks volumes. What's most intriguing is that this strategic point prepares the ground for other areas of touch to gain meaning and intensity. Every sigh, every subtle tremor of the body is a silent response that guides the next move, making the encounter more harmonious. The wrist is like a portal to deeper sensations, opening the way for emotional and physical connection. And if we've already discussed the neck, lower back, and wrist, there are still other points that hold equally powerful surprises. The forehead is a touch point that conveys security and care, like a lighthouse in life's storm. A kiss there can be simple yet profound, showing that someone truly notices and values the other. I remember a tough day for her, full of frustrations and fatigue. A quick kiss on the forehead completely changed the evening's mood. It's impressive how such a small gesture can create a sense of comfort and protection, almost saying, "I'm here, you're not alone." This touch teaches that presence and empathy speak louder than words. Exploring the forehead requires sensitivity. The right moment can amplify the impact of the gesture. A touch or kiss on the forehead acts as a silent signal that the person is seen and appreciated, awakening deep emotions. An analogy I like is imagining a lighthouse guiding someone through fog. The gesture doesn't solve the problems, but it illuminates the path. It's a way to show genuine care, creating emotional intimacy without needing grand words. Small acts like this transform everyday connection into memorable moments. The most fascinating part is that the forehead sets the stage for other closeness gestures, functioning as a subtle invitation for connection. Every reaction, every sigh, is a silent guide that directs the next moves, making the experience more harmonious. This simple touch reinforces feelings of safety and belonging, showing that attention to details makes all the difference. And if we've explored the neck, lower back, wrist, and forehead, there's still a bonus tip that can elevate connection to another level. Before any physical touch, there's something even more powerful: the mental connection. Asking about a hidden dream of hers, something she keeps to herself, creates a unique spark that makes every touch electric. I remember when I asked, "What's your secret wish?" Just listening to her open up transformed the entire interaction, as if time had slowed down. This gesture shows that attention, curiosity, and genuine interest are as valuable as any physical touch. It's a form of intimacy that connects mind and body deeply. Exploring mental connection requires sensitivity and active listening. It's not just about asking, it's about absorbing every detail, every nuance of what she shares. When she feels understood, every subsequent physical gesture gains more meaning, making the touch almost magical. A practical example: before any hug or kiss, talk about something she wants to experience or achieve, creating anticipation and emotional presence. It's a reminder that true intimacy arises from the balance of mind and body and genuine attention to the other person. What's most fascinating is that mental connection amplifies all the other touch points explored earlier: neck, lower back, wrist, and forehead. Every physical gesture now has emotional context, making the experience more intense and memorable. This care transforms small moments into lasting memories, showing that genuine curiosity and attention are powerful tools for intimacy. And if we've revealed all these secrets, it's worth thinking about how to combine them to create a complete and unforgettable experience. Now that you know the secrets of subtle touches and mental connection, the real question is, will you let this knowledge sit idle, or will you apply it tonight? Try starting with the neck, lower back, or even the forehead, and notice how each reaction reveals emotions words cannot express. What other gestures can you explore to turn ordinary moments into memorable experiences? The intimacy you build with attention and care can change the way you connect every day. So, why not put it into practice now and notice the difference in your relationship's energy? Remember, every touch, every gesture, every conversation about hidden dreams is an opportunity to strengthen bonds and create unique memories. Which of these points will you test first this week? How will you observe her reaction and adjust your gestures to make the experience even more intense? Share your discoveries in the comments, because learning together makes everything more powerful. And if you want to keep exploring these strategies, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a secret to true connection. Applying these concepts isn't just about physical intimacy. It's about presence, attention, and empathy, which make any relationship flourish. Every small gesture has the potential to create memorable moments, and now you have the complete map to turn the ordinary into the extraordinary. So go ahead, try it, observe, and evolve. And remember, the real magic lies in the details that most people never notice. Which touch will you try first? And how could it surprise the one you love tonight?